Hola.
Whoa,
Konnichiwa.
We're live.
We are live.
Hopefully the camera's working. No promises, though. I never know. I mean, I thought it was working last time we recorded, and then it wasn't. So
It's working.
we're
Maybe.
hoping.
Well, we'll see.
We're gonna see.
we're gonna
We
see.
thought it was working last time.
This is fair.
Then we ended up with that fantastic slideshow, which I know was great, but it
was
took me
great.
like 3 hours
It was
to edit. Compared
absolutely
to the usual,
fantastic.
20 minutes. So
I thought if you haven't watched it, at least the first like 10 minutes are great. Go back and watch like the first 4.
yeah. First 4 minutes are pretty damn good.
Really good. really good.
I got a little creative. Welcome. This is Bass Net Radio.
This is Bass Net Radio.
Andrew.
I'm
Lewis. And today's podcast episode.
It's brought to you by. We forgot this last time.
Yeah, we did.
You were about to forget it again, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Because I realized that we forgot it last time.
Okay.
It's brought to you by Deep Apparel.
It is.
Awesome apparel company right here. Got the hat on. There's the sticker. Sticker. You can go to the item shop. Use code Sunrise20.
20%.
Get you 20% offs on some awesome apparel. That's shopdeep.com.
Yes.
They're
Really
awesome.
sweet stuff.
Yeah, awesome people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go check them out
And
for sure. They're doing a little end of the season sale, by the way, right now.
they are.
Yes. A little end of the summer.
I knew that.
End of December sale.
Yes.
Go ahead. What do you got for us?
As well as Biz Baits. We are brought to you by them. And you can use the code BASS now for 10% off your next order. Some exciting stuff coming, some talks, some really awesome Black Friday deals coming down the pipeline.
Yes,
so
yes.
look out for that. You can get 10% off your next order. Some awesome, something you can talk about more than I have. I worked there and I only very recently started throwing this bait, but I've been pleased with it. And I think come fall, it's going to play a huge role, and that's the live wire spinnerbait.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I caught a crap ton of fish on the live wire spinnerbait
Yeah.
this summer.
Yeah. I think it's going to play big time in the fall.
And it lasts
Little bait fish, little blades.
It lasts a really long time.
Yeah. Don't be afraid by the thin wire.
Yeah. I caught, I don't even know, 30, 40 bass on it, and it's still going.
Yeah.
So
It's an awesome spinnerbait. It's got the thinnest diameter wire you're ever going to find in a spinnerbait. Like actually, that's not some sales BS pitch.
it is actually.
It's actually the lightest wire you're going to find in a spinnerbait. It holds very true. It's something fish haven't seen in the fall time. Small profile, finesse. Check them out.
It's fantastic.
10% off. Check them out. Please do. You will enjoy it.
So,
What's happening today?
oh, yeah, today was been an interesting day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up with kidney stones today.
It's fun.
I'm finally feeling better. Well, I'm actually starting to get hungry, so we're gonna
Good.
get through this podcast.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stop at the gas station on the way home and get myself a bite. I'm also feeling rather hungry.
Food will be consumed. Hopefully I won't have to like run out of here to like die in a.
I hope
toilet
not
or
as well.
something, but
If so, I will hold.
hold down the
True.
fort. We should be good though. Should be good. But yeah, that was my day.
Nice.
It's 9:45 at night. So
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling good until about 8:30.
Nice.
Was when the pain stopped.
Well,
so
here we are.
here we are.
We made it.
Yep. And we got some things to talk about. We're gonna do our first draft.
Yes, I'm
Very
excited.
Yep. I did some research because I was just sitting in the shower contemplating life, and I was like, I'm gonna do my due diligence and really
Diligence.
diligence. Really think about this, and I think I like my picks.
I did some rough. I don't have like a draft board. I thought about it for a while though, and I thought about strategy. We're gonna see how this goes. There's one place not to be named that will be left off the list.
Yep. We're gonna we have an agreement that we're gonna leave one
place off the list. You don't need to know about it. And we also talked about this other thing. I think this is the best way to go about it. We all know someone here is gonna pick the St. Lawrence River.
That's gonna get drafted for sure.
I think the best way to go about it is to combine the St. Lawrence River and Lake Ontario, which means you can pick it in different spots.
Could most likely be the number one pick.
Yes. Yes.
One overall.
for our cases and just cause.
Just cause.
Yeah,
Because they have to.
It's the best place in the world. It just is. So go ahead. What are you saying?
We also have a college bracket to talk about.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, why? You want to do the draft first?
I want to do draft first. I'm excited to do the draft.
All right, let's send it. Hold on, I gotta get my draft.
Screw the college bracket crap.
Yeah.
I will clarify what we're gonna do, especially since it's just the two of us. We would like to do drafts with guests.
Yes.
Not to become like every podcast and have a guest every podcast, but maybe if we just have a guest on for 15 minutes, do the draft, kick them out,
kind
of
deal.
a thing. Yeah. But for now, since it's just the two of us, we're gonna try and up the rounds. So I think what did I say we're gonna do?
Do 6 rounds.
6 rounds, 6-round draft. We'll try and keep it normally to like I'd say 4. I feel like with 3 people, 4 is pretty good. But tonight we're gonna do 6, just the two of us. We're gonna do 4 from regions.
Yes.
Based off of the Bassmaster.
We did it off the Bassmaster.
Yeah. So
we got the West, we got Central, Southeast, and Northeast.
okay.
Now 2 specials.
2 specials. So basically, there's so many lakes in the country. Do 1 river. Yep. So from those regions, we're going to do lakes, with the exception of St. Lawrence River, Lake Ontario. That can go in whichever category you like.
Yes.
I think there's a smarter place to put it, but that's my 2 cents. And then we're going to do a small place.
Yes.
A tiny body of water.
Small body of water.
I don't think we have a true definition of.
Yeah, we don't. I think we'll yell something out there.
Could be your favorite farm pond. It could be
Yeah.
this tiny lake that you enjoy fishing. I don't know.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
That is it.
I'm very excited.
I don't have my tiny place yet. That's really frustrating.
We're gonna do a random number generator to decide who drafts the St. Lawrence River.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna write down.
I don't like that.
Write down your number. Write down your number.
Okay. Wait, what are we going out? 10?
100.
100?
Yes.
All right, fine. I got my number.
Got my number.
Random
number generator.
You guys won't know it.
73. What was your number?
The exact opposite of that, 37.
Mine was 87.
All right, you're up first.
Ha-ha. All right.
Hold on, I'm probably going to have to delete one of these really quickly. Oh, wait, I didn't even put it on here. Okay.
With my first pick in the inaugural Bass Now Radio draft, the Lakes draft, the best lakes of all time draft is what we're going to call it. With the Pete Whittle will go down in the annals of history as. With the first pick, I'll take the St. Lawrence River, Lake Ontario.
In your river category?
I am putting it in my river category.
Yeah, I figured that.
I'm putting it in my river.
I figured that.
So,
would you like? I mean, does it really need an explanation? But you can. In there.
Hold on, I'm putting it in. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is the one that I feel like does not need explanation.
It's just good.
It's so good. Now.
It's got raw power, raw talent. It's great at the plate.
It's a 5-tool player. It's a 5-tool player. This is what every scout has ever looked for. That's good. I like that. Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can say about it. It's amazing. You have world-class largemouth fishing, world-class smallmouth fishing, giant bags. I mean, you can catch 20 pounds of either species. You can catch almost 30 of smallmouth in the right time of the year. I mean, it's unbelievable. It is just unbelievable. I think we saw a little bit of towards the middle of the year there with Canada being off and the New York side getting the crap beat out of it. Go look at the Open a week ago.
Yeah.
Not even. 3 days ago.
Yeah.
That Corey Johnson just won. And that's why it's as good as it is. I mean, those weights are incredible. I mean, Corey Johnson won with, I think he won with 78 pounds even for 3 days.
Yeah.
That's 26 a day. That's insane. Arguably across the country, I think if you were to poll anglers across the country, when's the toughest time of the year? Obviously, New York's a little different, but I think a large majority of them, if they were to pick 1 month, they'd say September. It is the middle of September, and it put out those crazy weights. It's the best ever. The only thing is that could make it a little bit tough. Back in the day before zebra mussels and gobies and all that wonderfulness in the 90s, it was not quite as good. It was like a 15 to 18 pound
That's
a day
a place that's come up.
But I think the last 15 years of that place warrant a first round draft pick.
I agree. I would agree. That was a great pick.
Thank you.
We all knew it was coming.
Thank you. I think we have a little bit of bias as well, but that's okay.
Absolute bias between the two.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
That's okay, though.
For my first pick,
Your first pick.
I'm going to go to the Southeast region.
Ooh. Oh, you do what I think you're going to do.
I'm picking Santee Cooper.
Oh. Oh, I like that pick.
Yes. And this is how you know I did this based
I'm
off
putting it in.
of the hard statistical facts, because I fished Santee Cooper for 2 days and caught one bass, and it weighed 2 pounds. But the place is like the coolest place I've ever fished.
Yeah.
And thanks to him, we know there's some bigs in there.
Yeah, there's some bigs in there.
I saw some bigs in there.
Yeah, you did.
And yeah, I don't know. It's one of those places I think it's very much on the up right now.
Yeah.
And I think that we're going to see a peak in the next couple of years where it's going to be like 30, 35 pounds.
Yeah, I think there was a peak like that like 5 years ago. And it just like, I don't know. I never paid too much attention to it, but I don't know if it's slowed down or not, or it's just been this way the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that there's not more big tournaments out there. I don't know
Agreed.
if it's because of location,
Danger.
I don't know. Well, they go to Toledo.
True. Good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very cool spot. I had to pick it first because I was afraid that you were going to snatch it up.
I actually wasn't, but
Okay, cool.
now
I'm intrigued.
I love the pick. I really do.
intrigued.
I think it's as world class as it gets. I'm mad at myself for not thinking of it. I just thought in the Southeast there had to be one. Thought it.
Now I can tell you the lakes. So I picked like 2 or 3 lakes.
Hey, wait till I get mine out of the way. Actually, you can.
For the Southeast.
Yeah, what do you got?
And
because I know what
the
mine's
ones that
gonna
I put, in case you took Santee before me, I had Hartwell on there.
Okay.
Because I just like the variety of the fishing there.
Okay.
You're not going to see the big weights that you see at Santee, but really cool place. Catch a lot of fish. And then I also had on there High Rock. Because High Rock, I think, despite the fact that it's been a complete dick to me recently, I think that you're going to see that go on the up.
I hope.
Because I think when you're looking at the North Carolina fisheries, I think there's a lot. Lorman's getting the crap beat out of it. And then because of MLF, so many guys now are going to like falls and Jordan and stuff. So I think the pressure on High Rock isn't there as much. It's going to come up.
Okay.
That was my sleeper pick.
See, I'm a little upset because you're picking
Places that you're not picking?
based off of what you've said. You seem to be picking for you, which I respect
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
a whole lot, and
Yeah.
I don't. I don't seem to be picking for me, but I'm about to. I will add one more thing on Santee. When we're talking about all time, I think that's an absolutely fantastic pick because that's one of those places that, like, for 50 years has been putting them out. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just it's an incredible pick.
Yeah.
I'm upset I didn't think of it. I'm very happy.
I'm curious what your Southeast pick, because I thought for sure
It's going to be my last pick because you already took your Southeast pick. I ain't got to worry about it.
Okay, where are you going with next?
I didn't see my draft going this way in terms of where I was going to take. Mm-hmm. I thought I'm happy. I'm just going to let you know that I'm happy.
You like where you're at?
I'm happy with where I'm at, with where you went with your first pick, because if I would have gotten the St. Lawrence or my Northeast pick out of the way, like done in the first two, I'd been very happy, and I'm going to get both.
I got a feeling I know where you're going to go from Northeast.
I'm going to Lake Champlain.
I knew Champlain. Yep.
I mean, hold on, let me write it down. I'm the note keeper, so we can post these things. That's another. I mean, I feel like Champlain. My reasoning for it, one, is because I felt like you were probably going to go there next, or maybe there next.
Believe it or not, that was not my Northeast pick. So.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
I just feel like now this is kind of opposite to St. Lawrence in that the recency thing is it's been just as steady, but I feel like it's very similar to Santee in that over time for like years and years and years and years and years, it's just been this like
steady.
Rock solid freaking place where they catch them. So I went to Champlain. I think it's the best lake in the Northeast. St. Lawrence recency bias is gonna, but all time St. Lawrence or Lake Champlain is just the place. There's more. I think there's more 3-pounders in that place than anywhere else in the world. If you go ahead and when I talk about Champlain and trying to get people to go there, I always say if you were to poll the best 300 anglers in the world who have been everywhere, on their favorite lake, I think Champlain would run away with the percentage.
Average pick would be high.
I think so.
I would agree with that.
That's my reasoning. I think Champlain is there, and I think it warrants that pick.
Well, I'm gonna go west.
Ooh, I hope you don't hurt my feelings here.
I'm probably gonna hurt your feelings. I have to pick. It was really the only place that stood out to me. California Delta.
Wow, you're not hurting my feelings. Look at us.
Okay, all right. Now I'm curious to see what you pick because to me, like California Delta,
it was a high up number 2.
Okay. Yeah, California Delta for me, it was tidal fishery, cool frog fishing, big baits, big bass. Yeah.
Okay.
There's not much else to say about it. Catch 30 pounds on a frog, I'm there for it all day.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Because California Delta was on my list. Mm-hmm. Are you're picking it as a west?
I'm picking it as a west.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Because I actually have rivers.
There's another category, yeah.
I have rivers that I am interested in, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like the pick a lot. I thought about it and
I know my river pick is safe now because you pick St. Lawrence.
It is. So. It is. That's true. I love this pick too. I mean, it was going to be my river if I didn't take the St. Lawrence. Mm-hmm. I was going to say Sacramento River, which California Delta.
Yeah, California Delta.
Interesting. I mean,
never been there.
I don't. Yeah,
would love to fish it.
That's the hardest thing.
If there was a way I could get there to fish it, I would fish it.
That was the hardest thing for me about the West.
Yeah,
is neither of us have any experience there.
No, I've only ever trout fished. I've never bass fished out west.
Yes, that was a hard one, but it's that, and it's another place for me as to where I want to really go. Good pick.
Thank you.
I don't know the history on it, but I would imagine it's good. Actually, I know it is. I think Mark Menendez caught like a 13-pounder there and lost one, which he said dwarfed the 13-pounder.
Good old Bam Bam's got some stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Boom Boom. Sorry, Bam Bam. Boom Boom. Good old Boom
Flintstones. That was good.
Yeah, Flintstones. He had some great stories. He was on some podcast, probably within the last year. Actually, it might have been Bass University, and he was telling some stories, and I'm like, I want to go here so bad.
Yeah. Special place.
So yeah, that was my West pick.
Okay. So, being as you picked River, or I picked River and Northeast, you picked Southeast and West. Mm-hmm. All that's left is the little one
and Central.
For ones that haven't been picked. Mm-hmm. This is hard. I don't want to go little one because I highly doubt you're going to have my little one. My little one is my for me pick. Okay. You probably know it, and if you want to be a complete asshole, you can pick it, but I'm going to pick it last.
Yeah, I know. I think I know where you're going.
I'm going to pick it last. You're an asshole. You pick it, but it's on the table.
Depends what you pick on Central.
I got to go Central. Now, here's the problem with my Central. Bassmaster includes the Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin region in Central. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The problem with that for me is I want some variety in my fisheries. And right now I do not have that. I have St. Lawrence and I have Lake Champlain. So I'm hesitant to go for one of those Michigan but that's where my heartstrings go. This is a hard one for me. But I don't want to go Texas either. I'm going Texas.
What are you saying?
Where am I going in Texas?
It's good. It means my sense.
Do I go for do I go for the people pick, or do I go for where draws me in the most?
What draws you in the most? Because I'm doing what draws me in the most. That is also just good picks.
Yeah. See, I'm probably gonna. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because I know. Obviously, with West, I can't do for me because I've never been there. With Southeast, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go off of stats for Southeast. So, for all-time Central, I'm going for me. I'm going Texas because I want some variety, but still for me, I'm gonna go Falcon Lake.
Interesting. Would not have been my pick. I didn't even put Loki. I didn't even put any of the Texas Lakes in my.
I don't blame you. I'm going Falcon Lake because the Elite Series tournament on Falcon Lake, and there may not ever be another one because of Mexican cartels. I don't know that they're going to go back. But the Elite Series on Falcon Lake in like 2009 or 10 or whenever it was, the results from that tournament are the most insane thing you will ever see in your entire life. If you have not seen them, I want you to pause this podcast right now and go look up Falcon Lake Elite Series. It's the stupidest thing of all time. Now, is my understanding...
Crazier than Clear Lake in like the early 2000s?
Yes. Terry Scroggins weighed in 44 pounds on day 4 and lost.
Wow. Yep. You've said enough.
I believe Paul Elias won with 132, which is an average of 33 pounds a day.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe it's fallen off some since then, but the fact that it's done that before, there's Mexican cartels in the region which scare fishermen away. It's where I want to go the most. We're talking all time. That's the all-time best like ever tournament ever. It's Falcon Lake. That's my pick. List. Because it's Texas, so I get the variety, but it's also for me. The idea of flipping trees with 25-pound test and it not being enough is amazing.
I like it. I like it as a pick. I like it.
Okay. Where are you going?
Well, I realized I should probably protect this place just because you could potentially pick it as your Southeast. I'm going to pick my river.
Oh.
Going St. John's.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
And I have reasons.
You've been.
St. John's, I think, is going to be, once again, I'm going a little bit out there. I'm going statistical probability that's a place that's going to be on the up very soon. They had a major fish kill after a hurricane.
And grass kill.
Yeah, and grass kill back 6 years ago now, I believe it was. So we know it can put out. I've been there. I've fished it. Cool place to fish. Seen some big fish there. Didn't catch many big fish there, but I did see some big fish. Yeah, I had to pick as a river. That was the only other river I thought other than St. Lawrence that I really, really enjoyed, and like California Delta.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, have to go St. John's.
I like the pick.
The weights are getting there.
Rich all-time history there too.
Yes.
They've been going there for ages.
Yeah.
Like really historic place. Palaka's big time.
So, but yeah, that's my river pick.
Yeah, I mean Rick Clun caught dang what? 34, 35?
34, yeah.
Rick Clun won 2 tournaments there. That is something in and of itself. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you. That's my river pick.
Very good. So now that I think there's no overlaps to worry about, I think we're both going to go little body water last. I feel like that's the customary thing to do. Maybe not. Maybe you'll be an asshole. We'll see.
Maybe.
Southeast.
Ooh, I'm dying for this one. Southeast.
This is tough because based on my personal history there, this is not a for me pick. Not a for me pick.
Very clearly a not a for you pick.
Especially the river chain it happens to be on. But when we're talking all-time bodies of water, this list would simply be incomplete without it. Do you know where I'm going?
Chick?
Gunnersville.
Gunnersville. I was going to say Gunnersville next.
I
looked at Gunnersville, and I was like, do I put it on there? Do I not?
It's just too historic to not be on the list for me. Mm-hmm. It's got too many classics, too many tournaments, too many giant bags.
Yeah, too many giant bags.
Too many giant bass. I mean, it's Gunnersville. Mm-hmm. There's no lake that's received more pressure than that lake in the world. And I feel like there's something. I'll put it this way, and you've been. You can either you can either confirm nor deny. If you haven't been to Gunnersville or you have been before, there's a certain aura. There's a different aura when I get to the St. Lawrence River. It's like a different thing. There's a certain aura that if you're a true bass fisherman, it's in your blood, it runs with you, and you go to Gunnersville Lake and you see that lake and you're in that town, there's something about it.
Yeah, I was going to say the town is great.
It feels magical.
Yeah.
Like there's something when you step into that town and you walk on, when you put your boat into that lake and you make a cast, it's like I'm fishing, especially as a northeastern person that's like been watching tournaments since I was 14 and like, oh my God, Lake Gunnersville is this magical, like amazing place.
Have to go there kind of deal.
To make a cast, on the first cast I ever made on the place, I was like, I can't believe I'm on Lake Gunnersville. Like, it treats me like shit.
Oh yeah.
But something to be said for that feeling. I
been there a couple times, haven't done well in anything.
Yeah. That's why I picked it.
Okay. Well,
where are you going? I'm interested to see where you're going.
I guess I'll go Central.
See what you pick.
Okay. I got Central out of the way.
I'm gonna be jealous of your pick.
I mean, you left it open.
I'm gonna be jealous of
Mille Lacs.
your pick. Yeah.
Has to be Mille Lacs. I don't have a smallmouth place. Had to pick a smallmouth place. I was a little concerned when you're like, I was thinking about going up here, but then you had too much. I'm like, good. Now I'm gonna have the same thing, just put with largemouth. Yeah. I mean, the giant smallmouth. You can't go wrong.
Yeah. Not a lot of tournament pressure.
Not a lot of tournament pressure because of the 3 fish deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
I think
go
there's a slot too.
There's a slot too. Yeah. If you go in there, just freaking slay them, have a good time. That's the place.
They're
ancient, giant smallmouth.
Yeah.
You can catch muskie, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Muskie.
It's a cool place too. I want to go.
Yeah. Never been. Would love to go. Wish we could find some way to do a tournament there.
I know.
That was possible.
I just want to go. But yeah, it's a special place.
Yeah. So that was an easy Central pick to me. Central was the hardest for me. Like,
yeah.
If it wasn't Mille Lacs, I had Caney Creek.
Oh.
In Louisiana.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. They had a college tournament down there. Caught 30 pounds to win it.
Dang.
It was the MLF.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. MLF.
Was it the one this year?
It was this year.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I did see that. Yep. Yeah.
It was like close to 30 pounds. Frogging. Pads. I'm like, yeah, I'm here for it.
I will say this. If I didn't get Champlain and the St. Lawrence.
You were definitely going Mille Lacs.
I was not.
Ooh. Where were you going?
I was going Mississippi River. Lacrosse. That would have been my river if not for the St. Lawrence.
Yeah. Yeah. That was all you.
Because I figured, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard. That's hard.
It's hard now.
Because if I had the St. Lawrence, I don't know. But that's where I leaned. Central was Mississippi River. If I didn't get one of those two, or if I didn't get both those two, but here we are. All right, I like the pick.
What are you doing?
I like the pick. I mean, big time. I mean, I like it. What am I doing? I got what left?
You have
West and Little Lake.
I have.
It doesn't matter what.
Northeast and Little.
I'm going Little. Just because you haven't taken yours.
You gotta take my spot. I can feel it.
You were going to pick this.
Oh, maybe not. If you're saying it that way.
It's very personal to me. This is the most for me pick on this whole list.
Okay. What do you got?
Manasquan Reservoir.
Oh, yeah. Good find. Mine.
It's where I grew up. It's where I learned how to fish. It's where I think it's where I first fished out of a boat for bass. It was a 12-foot John boat. Oh, Little Lou. I miss you, baby. Yeah. This is my home lake.
Okay.
For those who don't know nothing about it, it's like a 650-acre little reservoir. You can only use your trolling motor on it. I think it was built in like 90s. So historically isn't worth shit really. Well, those first like 10 years supposedly were like
Good.
is special, like really special.
Those Ike have stories.
Yeah. Ike's got a video on YouTube of him catching them there in like 2005. Yeah, he catches like a friggin' 5-pounder on a deep crankbait. I've caught big fish there. I know of people who've caught giant fish there. I believe 28 pounds has been caught out of there in a tournament. It's got them. I mean, it's had a really, really, really down year from the weights that I've seen. Me and Trevor, old friend of the podcast, weighed in almost 20 pounds there last year. It's a special place. It's near and dear to my heart. It's where I grew up bass fishing. There's grass.
Had to be on your list.
Had to be.
I like it.
For the home lake, when we made the negotiation on what tiny lake wasn't going to be on there, it has to be it. So, Manasquan Reservoir.
Manasquan's going on.
I hope the 25 people that listen to this don't go and burn it up for me.
Oh, we'll say the same thing about my next pick. Although I'm sure it gets more pressure than
I just put in Manasquan River,
Manasquan.
not Manasquan River. I think that place has 3 bass in it.
Okay, well, now I have to go with my small pick.
You're going tiny.
Yeah, I had to go tiny. I thought that you were going to go for this. Junaluska.
Oh! There's part of me that wishes you didn't even say that. The people don't need to know. That's all.
Junaluska is the river here. River. Now you got me saying.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
It's a lake. I'm saying it's a lake here in North Carolina. It's out in western North Carolina.
I didn't think of it.
It's got dang giants. And for those of you that want to see some quality content, I'm gonna say it on air, so he has to go. Lewis.
Oh, I'm going.
Tyler Lawwell.
You don't have to. Oh, yeah.
Tyler
See,
Lawwell.
you didn't have to say it. I
We'll
thought you were
be
saying
there.
about me.
I knew you were going.
Okay.
And potentially we might drag old Jarish Bush with it. We're going to go there in the winter and try and catch a dang giant.
Yes.
And I'm very excited. It's
Yes.
probably like
We're gonna
the thing
freeze.
I am the most excited about.
We're going to
like,
freeze our
fishing-wise.
everything's off.
This guy over here absolutely fish blocked me and caught a giant right in front of me last time we were there.
Cap, you fished it first.
I did.
Cap.
But I was back. I was going back through. You know, I did the power bait, and I was going back through the cross bait. Yeah, cool place.
It's a really cool place.
I saw one that on my live target that was gigantic in a tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we talked to locals, and
Yeah.
it's a special place.
Yeah.
Had to be on my list.
Yeah. It's got giants.
So
It's got giant fish in it.
I would have been disappointed because my backup was like moss.
Ooh.
Because I just
I thought
really
you might go. I
struggled
thought you
with-
might go close to home with it and pick some
my
Rhode
legs
Island
kind of low key suck.
hole.
So I almost went with Indian Lake, which is in a bunch of my videos. I caught a 5.5 there this summer.
Yeah, I thought you'd go
It's
something like that.
It's like miniature Gunnersville. Like the whole lake is like hydrola and grass. And
Yeah.
yeah. So but yeah, that's my pick. I had to just giants.
Okay, I like the pick.
I know.
I'm very excited to see what your Northeast pick. It's your last pick.
Well, now I'm worried because I don't know if you'll count it as Northeast because of stuff you said about Central. So we'll see. I have a backup Northeast lake.
I think it'll probably count. I mean, it's up to Bassmaster to count it, not me.
Okay, yeah. So it was in the Northeast Bassmasters.
Then it should count.
All right, what do you got?
So that means, I'm okay. I'm very interested to see what you do with that. For my West, obviously West, like we said, it's hard. Never been there, either of us. So we're kind of based off of what we have seen and kind of what we want to do. And I feel like this should be at the top of everyone's list. There's a caveat one I will talk about for if you've watched a certain video on YouTube, but I think I got to go Clear Lake.
Yeah, I thought about
I think
it.
I got to go Clear Lake.
To me, it's like, is Clear Lake on the down?
No.
Is it still putting out like the weights that it was in like the early 2000s?
I want to say, and we can check this. Hold on. Bassmaster Lakes 2021. I want to say Clear Lake is number 5 in the country as of this year.
Okay.
So, good.
Okay.
What are you up to over there?
Well, I'm doing math because I wanna
You're
hit
finagling
you with
something.
these numbers here
Okay.
for my next pick.
I'm going Clear Lake. It's just you go watch that tournament that Steve Kennedy won, and how do you not want to go there? Giant bass, lots of them, just cool. I don't know. It has to be my West pick. It has to be. Mm-hmm. I don't have much to say other than I really want to go there.
You just really want to go there.
And based on history, Clear Lake. I will say this. I thought about, I want to say it's Castaic Lake. That's where Dottie was caught. That's where Dottie died. Just because that one YouTube video, but that was not near enough for me to want to go there, and it's not an all-time place. So that's the pick. What do you got?
Okay.
What do you got? This is
pick.
your Northeast.
My Northeast pick.
I'm afraid you're gonna avoid a certain state. I think you're going to.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm picking St. Clair.
Ooh, they count that's Northeast.
It's on the Northeast. Saginaw was in there too, believe it or
Wow.
not. Was in the Northeast, and I'm like,
Wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I see. You're right, because I always see that in the list. But go ahead. Yeah. Interesting.
For those of you who don't know, MLF is out there currently, and Michael Neal on day one caught 120 pounds with 36 fish, which is almost a 3.5 pound average.
Yeah. It's a special place.
Special place. Smallmouth. I had to pick another smallmouth place. I was really in between St. Clair and Candlewood.
Wow.
Because Candlewood kind of put out some numbers this year.
It's put out, it's last like 15 years. For those who don't know, Candlewood is a very special place. It really is. But yeah, St. Clair is the pick.
So
St. Clair is the pick.
That was.
You're right.
I was really, the Northeast, I had like 4 lakes in mind. I had Champlain. You picked Champlain.
Yeah.
I had St. Clair. I've never been there, but sheer size of the fish, kind of like Mille Lacs, like giant smallmouth. I had Candlewood, and I had Saginaw. So Saginaw, I just thought was a really cool, fun fishery.
Boo.
What knocked it out for me is that was like my 4th. If I had to pick one out of those, that would be 4th.
And St. Clair is
Just because how you're talking about Gunnersville town was awesome. Saginaw was the opposite. If you haven't heard our podcast from the fire, not impressed with it, but cool place.
Yeah.
But bottom line, St. Clair.
Yeah. It's the pick. It's the pick.
So,
I don't even think of that as Northeast, but you're right. We're going by Bassmaster, and I always forget that they put that in there. So yeah, that's the pick. It's a good pick, and that's the draft. Do you have any you wish made it? Here's what I picked. Here's what you picked. I got St. Lawrence River for my river, Lake Champlain in the northeast, Falcon Lake in the central, Gunnersville in the southeast, Manasquan Reservoir for the tiny lake, and Clear Lake in the west. You have Santee Cooper for the southeast, California Delta in the west, St. John's River for your river, Mille Lacs for your central, Lake Junaluska, Tiny Lake, and Lake St. Clair in the northeast. Did we miss anything, in your opinion?
Fork's not in there for Texas.
I thought about it.
I don't know. I kind of feel like, you could argue like Harris Chain or any of the other
Okeechobee. I thought Okeechobee.
Stick Pond or Stick Marsh, whatever it is.
That would have been a good tiny one. That would have been a good tiny one. I thought about Okeechobee for Southeast, but Gunnersville was too high for me.
So, there are places that certainly you could argue should be in there.
Okay.
I'm confident with my draft, though.
I am as well. I will say I'm a little bit upset, and I think this is just the nature of the beast, and I thought about doing this, and I think maybe we should have in retrospect, but I thought about doing a 7th and doing title.
Yeah, I thought about title, too.
I would have liked to seen a Potomac, a Chesapeake.
I just would have picked the Delta.
Chowan River.
That would have been.
Am I allowed to mention that?
Chowan. I thought about Chowan for my river pick. I can't say there's much of a title.
But it is a title river.
So far up, like where you usually fish, so far up.
But it is a title river.
I think it was like a half inch.
St. John's could have been. You got 2 tidal rivers in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
I think St. John's has more of a title
Definitely.
than the Chowan.
Definitely. But it's still a tidal river.
The Delta's definitely title. But
Either way, I like the draft. I'm happy. I'm confident in my draft.
confident with your draft.
I'm confident. We're gonna have to post about it, and you guys are gonna have to vote.
Yes. Y'all can go on Instagram to @SunriseBassin
Yes.
and vote.
Comment.
It'll be in the story.
And what do we miss?
Yeah. What do you think?
What do we
missed?
hit on? What do we miss? Curious. How did you like the draft? I think we went well. I enjoyed it.
I thought it went really well.
I think we should do a lot more of them.
I'm excited to do more of them. Yeah.
Me too. I'm excited to ask Hank Parker about the ABCs. I believe we said that would be a draft.
Yeah. That's definitely
Problem's going to be getting Hank Parker on.
Absolutely. We'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah. So to end cap this bad boy, what are we talking about?
So we'll just mention it briefly because obviously once we get closer, we'll do a more in-depth dealio about it.
Yeah.
But they did release the college bracket for Bassmaster Series.
That they did.
It will be October 1st through the 4th on the Coosa River out of Wetumpka, whatever it is, Alabama. I'm glad that they finally freaking released something. Like,
I know.
holy crap.
For those who don't know, that's the section below Jordan Lake in Alabama.
Notable thing that I really like, they're going to broadcast some on Fox Sports 1.
I saw that. I'm so excited for that. I'm so happy and excited for that.
That was like the takeaway that I saw. I was like, yes, it's going to be on
Yes.
Fox Sports Live.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
I love it. I wish they did a little bit longer. I think they're only doing like Saturday.
That's fine. I'm happy with what they're doing. I think that's awesome. Getting college fishing on live TV. I think that would be the first time ever.
This will be the first time
There's
it's on
live
TV.
college fishing on TV. That is freaking awesome. Last year, I think was the first time live bass fishing was on TV. Now we're getting live college fishing on TV. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to find a friend with cable to watch some of it for sure. Excited. I love that
We'll do a more in-depth review of that as we get close. Like I said, that's
for sure. I have
first weekend in October.
I have, for probably the first time in the history of our podcast, I have a takes on this tournament that I think are too hot of takes
Too hot to handle.
for this
Yes.
for a public platform.
We've discussed it privately.
I
We're
may
not quite sure what we're gonna say.
I may have to check in with some sources, talk to them about it, and possibly release my takes.
Which is why we don't want to do a full episode about it today, because we're like we want to
We want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. But yeah,
So yeah, look for that episode.
Definitely.
Probably the last week of September that'll come out.
yeah.
Only other thing that I wanted to mention: National Professional Fishing League did lose a fisherman yesterday
Oh, I did see that.
with Skeeter Fowler.
Yeah.
So
Rest in
go out to
peace.
his family.
Yeah.
So it's always tough seeing
I hate that.
seeing a league lose someone.
Especially a guy who fished this year. It's tough, man. It shows you
first year back, first year in it, and everything.
how real it all kind of is, and how insignificant the actual fishing of it can be, and how cool it is that it brings good people like that together. So thinking about your family, thinking about you, Skeeter.
So, with that being said,
It's been a good episode. First draft.
first draft I thought went fantastic.
I agree.
Y'all
Let us know what you think, please.
Definitely go and vote on the Instagram.
Yes.
It'll be up on my story, so definitely go and vote.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And on that note, we'll see you all on the next one.
Peace out, y'all.
Tight lines.